Ah, here we go again. It's another one. Well, let's see what score they're going to get, shall we? Hi, me again. And one of my new hobbies lately seems to be taking TV licence advice from newspapers and giving it a grade on 1 to 10. The Sun the other day, or the other week, got 9 out of 10. It's a good score. Good score. It's a good article. It gave proper information to help people understand what would happen if they didn't pay their TV licence fee. And then the Metro, a few days ago, 3.5 out of 10. Terribly written article. Terrible. So I've got this one. Have a look at this headline. TV licence explained, what you can legally watch without paying the £159 fee. And that was by, what was it, Ruby Flanagan on the 17th of August this year. So let's have a look, because normally it's quite confused, the advice they give, and doesn't give the full picture. When actually, it's really, really simple. I'll give you a spoiler now. If you don't pay the £159 a year licence fee, you can't watch or record anything as it's being broadcast, and you can't use iPlayer. You can still use ITV Hub, all four, watch the news on there, just not live. Disney Plus, Netflix, all of that. It's really, really simple. So let's see how simple Ruby Flanagan has made it, shall we? As explained on the TV licensing website, she's already flopping. You know, if you want the full information, yes, you need to visit the website, but you also need to visit some independent sources that might offer full, clearer, more concise information, because the TV licensing website is in the business of selling TV licenses. People need a license if they watch or record programs on TV as they are broadcast. This includes all channels such as Channel 4, ITV, as well as the Plus One channels. All right, I'm going to give her half a bonus point for mentioning Plus One channels, because not many people do. The amount of emails I get from people saying, well, you can't watch anything that's being broadcast, so I'll watch a Plus One channel. Doesn't count. It's a separate channel showing stuff as it's being broadcast. It just so happens to be something that was broadcast an hour ago on a channel over there. It's not a loophole. It's not. People will also need one if they watch or stream programs live on an online TV service on any device. Examples of this include ITV Hub or for Amazon Prime. So that is the bit that annoys me, and they do it every time. And it's in there every time because that's how it's written on the TV licensing website. They just copy and paste it. But a guy on The Sun, I think it was a guy, didn't just copy and paste it. Right? He made it clear, because people don't read. You know what people are like? We're lazy gits, aren't we? We don't read stuff properly. So you read that, say, watch programs on any online TV service on any device like ITV Hub, blah, blah, blah. Oh, I can't watch ITV Hub or all four of them without a telly license. You can. They need to emphasise that bit more. It says live on and on. You can use all the catch-up services you want. You can watch your Coronation Street after the fact on catch-up on ITV Hub. You just can't watch it as it's being shown on ITV Hub. They need to make that clearer. For an article that says what you can legally watch without paying the licence fee, it's not very clear, is it? However, people do not need a TV licence if they are watching things on catch-ups that are not being shown live. Although it is needed for watching BBC iPlayer, you get another half a bonus point there. Well done. If someone wanted to watch a box set of their favourite show that is all four, then they will not need a licence as it's not being broadcast live. More bonus points for you. This means a person will not need a TV licence if they are watching something on Netflix, Disney Plus, BritBox or YouTube. You won't need a licence watching YouTube. She's the first one that said that. I'm going to start taking back some of the horrible things I may have said about you at the beginning, Ruby Flanagan. Maybe you have actually looked into it and not just copy and pasted. God, I shouldn't be so presumptive, should I, and jump on it. I should give them a fair chance and then come to my conclusion at the end. But that's not something I could do. The anger builds up inside of me when I read these and I just want to let it out. Right, anyway. Amazon Prime can be included in this group, however, if a person watches something such as live sport, which is being broadcast through the site, then they will need to pay. Yeah, all right, fair dues. And then she goes on to talk about refunds for a little bit. And yeah, if you want to cancel your TV licence, you pay by direct debit, you tend to pay in advance. So you should be due a refund. She says here to use the form on the website, which is very often broken, very often. I've got a little sneaky suspicion that when there's a lot of cancellations going on, like there's been an article in the paper or something in the news about the BBC or the TV licence, loads of people go to cancel, and they switch the form off. It's just a weird conspiracy theory I've got. I believe that's what they do. But just phone them up, because the phone people are quite helpful, and they'll sort out everything to do with a refund over the phone as well. Right, does she say anything else good on it? If someone cancels their TV licence but were found to have been watching live TV, then they could possibly face a fine of up to £1,000. Again, copy and pasted from the TV licensing website. The average fine, because it's means-based, the average fine is generally about 170 quid. £1,000 has been given out. It's very rarely given out indeed. And let's face it, the only way you could get a fine for watching something you shouldn't be watching without a television licence is if you actually tell them. Because detector vans are a myth. Otherwise, they won't know. They can't tell what you're watching. It's not possible. How they find out is they send a man, sometimes a woman, but mostly a man because they're bullies, to knock on the door and intimidate you into paying for a licence or to stitch you up. They want to get into your property and everything. The only way you can be caught for doing something you shouldn't be doing, and I never condone watching stuff you shouldn't be watching without a telly licence. I never do that. But the only way they could know if you did is if you tell them when they knock on your door. So you open your door and they say they're from TV licence, shut the door. You're within your rights to do so. They're not bailiffs, they're not police, they're door-to-door salesmen. It says so on the TV licensing website that this lady likes to copy and paste so much. According to TV Licensing's annual report for 21 to 22, around 1.96 million households across the UK stopped paying the fee last year. And I would like to know if that's people who have told them they no longer require a television licence. Because I always tell you that if they already know your details and know your address and you want to cancel, then tell them you don't need one. You know, and it's called a no licence needed exemption. And it goes on the official figures then. But you can, if you want to, just blank them. You don't have to tell them anything. It's a subscription service. You don't have to tell them you no longer want it. You can just cancel your direct debit, blank them. They'll send you shitty letters. They might send someone to your door. Ignore them all. Does that 1.96 million include the people who have just fucked them off? Or is it just the people who have claimed no licence needed? That's what I'd like to know. So I think I'm going to put in yet another freedom of information request that will probably get denied yet again, like every other one I filed recently. Right, well, I've got to come up with a score for Ruby Flanagan then, because I came out harsh with her, didn't I? I did come out harsh, but she turned it around. I think I wish she'd put the better information at the top of the article, because most people, I think it's like 93% of people only read the top third of an article before that, and most people only read the headlines. That's why when you look at the Mail, the whole story is in 5 different bullet-pointed headlines, because they know people don't read the story. So that is a bit sad, because most people won't read that. It's only sad people like me that look for these sort of things that have read the whole thing. So what do you reckon for a score then? I'm going to be quite generous now, actually. I'm going to say, on balance, I'm going to give her 6.5. But let me know what score you think she should get down in the comments below. And as always, thanks for watching, and don't forget to hit the subscribe button if you haven't already, because that way, hopefully, I'll see you in another video again soon. Ta-da.